Like just
No,
when
it's
you've
true.
been around, yeah, because mom, dad, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, somebody passes away, somebody gets hurt, somebody gets broken up with, whatever. And I asked them, what do you do for those people when they're in those moments to help them when they're that sad? And because for me, that's different than being burnt out, right?
Yeah, that's really almost a different topic in a way. I mean, yeah, there's overlap, right?
Yeah.
So those mental health and depression and so forth can definitely make all the other things seem that much heavier. And when you're carrying what feels like more weight, obviously it can feel like burnout. But really, those are almost two different things, you know.
They really are. And the reason why I bring it up is because burnout for me is what's the beginning stages of somebody possibly going down a road that if they don't recognize it, address it, like you said earlier, look at what's caused them to feel burnt out. What's their why, right? Why
Yeah.
are they doing the thing? What is it that got them upset? Why are they frustrated? If they don't, it might cascade into other things. And then you got to start to peel them off a layer at a time. Right. And I think it's important that parents understand that if your kid uses the words like burnt out, that's an opportunity for a conversation in my mind. Right.
Oh
If
yeah.
my student says, but I'm burnt out, Master Chief, I'll be like, okay, what does that mean though? Like what's going on? Because if you're going to tell me you're burnt out, then you're going to give me more information because I care. I care about you. I care that you're okay. And I'm worried now because I don't want you to be burned out. I want you to be I want you to be lit up, right? I want you to be because burnt out means your burnt candles on both ends is burnt out, right?
Absolutely.
I want you to be a light in the dark. I want you to be excited about tomorrow. So what's going on? And then you got to get that. That's a thing you got to listen for and let it give you more information, right?
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. And in full transparency, for example, and this is probably how he ended up as a licensed counselor. Um, I had a parent commit suicide.
Mm,
I had two Marines that I was roommates with commit suicide. Somebody I served with as soon as we got out committed suicide, and then my college roommate committed suicide. Every one of them by gun. I was present for some of it, not at the
mm,
moment, but saw it. And so now I also carry that, which is a
yeah.
weight in itself. And my family, at least my mom's side of the family, struggles with um, pretty severe bipolar. I inherit it, so I'm bipolar, which means I can be manic for 3 months and be on top of the world and not sleep and do everything. And then I can have 3 months where I completely feel what we're saying would be burned out, but it's a mental health thing. It's much deeper than just exhaustion. Um,
Right. So yeah.
and I've been in dark places like you were referring to earlier
Yeah.
myself. And my daughter inherited the same gene and has had one of the toughest lives. She had been through more by the time she was a freshman in high school than many adults at 50 and 60 that I've counseled, and went through a lot of dark times, and by the grace of God was able to come out so much stronger for it and learned how to manage, not get rid of, but manage the mental health struggles that she inherited. And I think that's, when you struggle with mental health, you become a counselor because you spend so much time working on it that you get good at it, you learn it,
Yeah.
and then you spot it in other people. But
Yeah.
yeah, like you said, you'd be surprised how many people raise their hand and they're like, yeah, it's real. And
It is.
like COVID, for example, um, I actually had a few months where I had to check out of everything, and actually told my wife, I said, if this goes any further, I need you to Baker Act me because I mentally can't handle this because I am a networker, so I'm energized by being around people. That's how I get juice.